Hi, I'm Yash, and this is the official envelope I got from Embassy of Japan, which contained this. The official certificate for passing the screening of MEXT Scholarship, which is the biggest scholarship program run by the government of Japan and selects only a handful of students from each country. And even though the top of my LinkedIn profile clearly says MEXT Scholar from India 2024, but I'm not in Japan. I'm currently in I am in Korea, and in this video I will share all the reasons why I decided to reject or drop one of the most prestigious and competitive scholarship program around the world, MEXT, and decided to pursue my studies here in Korea at not so popular or top university. At the beginning of this year, I lived in Japan for 2 months from January till March. From that experience, I realized one thing, that the thing which matters the most when you are studying abroad, or working in anywhere, that your work should be aligned with your interest. Okay, that was a new topic, I liked it and all, but I found a new, more interesting topic that aligned with my research interest much more in Korea at this university at current lab which I'm working in. Like in India, coursework during your masters matters much more than your lab work. But in here in Japan or in Korea, lab work matters more, and research or your coursework is something, courses which you take is something you just take in between. So for Monday to Friday, you stay in lab, you work. Okay, so this is the sole reason I'm making this video. That interest, that if you are working, like if you are here for 2 years for example, so if you remove the weekends, that will be around 200 days. So you will be working in lab or in the job or whatever you are coming here for 500 days out of 700 days, if we take example of approximately 2 years. Okay, so that should be something you find interesting, something you find valuable, connected to or more aligned with your research interest or whatever you want to do in career. So for me, that this university's program or the lab work aligned much more with my research interest, what I wanted to achieve in life and what I wanted to do in career. So I will actually suggest the same thing for you guys who actually want to apply for such scholarship program or study abroad or anywhere, that for 5 days, Monday to Friday, you don't know which country you are in. Doesn't matter if you are applying for Germany. I have many friends in other countries. This is the reality, and not the reality, this is the fact, that if you are coming here to work, to study, then please be aware that you have to work and study hard, really hard. So please make sure that it's aligned with your interest, because most people make this mistake that they just come for Japan. Oh, Japan is so good and all. Like I know Japan obviously is the best country. Like I love Japan. So but it should be aligned with your interest or you will suffer a lot. That's the whole point. So when I was applying for the MEXT scholarship, I also applied to this university in South Korea, where the lab work aligned much more with my research interest. Okay, which takes us to our second reason, which is, in my case, more personal: time. I graduated with a bachelor's in physics honors in August 2020. No, not August, like July or August 2022. And so it had already been 1 year since I graduated. And for the MEXT scholarship, I had to wait again 7 more months for April 2024 or October 2024, whichever my university preferred. But for me, it was a big commitment, because at one hand, I knew that I have one opportunity in Korea, which again, obviously, I'm studying in Korea with a full scholarship, or I would have never rejected MEXT. So I had one in hand, and I had to wait 7 more months. When I have, like, MEXT is worth it. I know MEXT is worth it. You all will say MEXT is worth it, but there was one more reason, or of my research interest not aligning with what I wanted to do. So this two reasons actually became combined and became very major reasons for me, because I didn't want to lose another 7 months. If so, the third reason is funding. So in case of MEXT, that funding is really good. So I'm not saying the funding is less or it's not good enough for to cover your expense. It's really good. But if I had to choose between a higher funding, like, this is not the main reason, but this is one of the reasons again, because there is not just one reason I will just reject MEXT. Okay. MEXT is too prestigious. Too much. But still, for me, it was like, if I had an option between higher stipend and lower stipend, not lower, but like compared to Japan, Korea is less expensive. So like, funding is not a problem for me, but it just gives me freedom. So if I want to travel to Seoul, I can. If I want to take the bullet train of Korea, I can. If I want to stay in a place, I can. If I want to try some experience, I can. If I want to support my family, I can. If I want to do anything, like, or go back to my family at some time, I can. So, but it just gives you more freedom. For me, it was more about freedom to do things that I really want to do, or experiences which I actually lacked when I spent my time in Japan. So that was also one minor reason. And if you get MEXT, please take it. I had an option. Okay, I had an option. That's why I could even consider. And even to this day, I'm not pretty sure. I'm not happy. Like, okay, I took Korea, I'm so happy now. It's not like that, but it's like, I knew I would be unhappy there. I knew. So why like, Japan and MEXT could offer much more better opportunities. But what's the point if you are not happy, or if you don't feel good about it, or if you know that you won't find the happiness there? So for me, that came first. Even if I can get a good job, or after the MEXT, like, if I'm not happy there, to me it doesn't actually align with my goals and my perspective of life. Yeah, and so I hope you guys find some value in this video. I try to keep it short, crispy, because I could have gotten like too deep in the point, but it's more personal than general. So I try to keep it more general as much as I can. So I hope you guys like it, and I will see you in the next one. Tak tak.